President Enderlein, dear Mrs. Smith, faculty and staff members, friends and family members, my fellow graduates. When I started to think about this speech, I asked myself one core question. What should I talk about? To get some ideas, I did what most of us do almost every day. I asked Google. What I found was a selection of commencement speeches and graduation speeches, focusing on topics such as striving for success, the importance of risks, and the lessons that can be learned from failure. Some of the quotes I came across included, "Everyone gets knocked down. What matters is whether you get back up and keep going, Hillary Clinton. Take your risks now. As you grow older, you become more fearful and less flexible," another one. Reading these quotes made me wonder, would these quotes be right for my audience? The short answer is no. This can already be explained by the fact that the average executive MPA student is at least, often, 36 years old and has 10 years of professional experience. In other words, many of my colleagues have already taken major risks, whether they are professional or private ones. They've already experienced failure and always kept going. That's why we are all here today. That is also the reason why I want to take another approach. I want to address 3 questions. First, how has our time here at Hertie influenced us? Second, that is connected with it, why does this program matter? And third, why did we put all the efforts into this program? How has our time here at Hertie influenced us? Before I began writing this speech, I asked some of my colleagues to summarize the experience at Hertie or send me an anecdote. And just like in student life, some stuck to their deadlines, some didn't, and others didn't submit at all. In other words, the Hertie assignment experience. I will get started with a contribution of a fellow student, which made me smile. Just some keywords. A lot of Einstein coffee and soup. 19 different hotels. Moody mornings. Underexplored library. Brezel. Asian and Bavarian cuisine. A failed attempt at dating a classmate. Flughafen Tegel. Writing essays on the flight back. Weil wir dich lieben. Increased self-confidence. And sometimes ungovernable School of Governance. This description is perfect because it is authentic. It highlights the many personal aspects that are connected with our study experience. It also shows one characteristic of our EMPA program. It is personal. I've never experienced in my academic life such a personal environment. I remember sitting in a skills course on conflict management, where some of my colleagues talked openly about past private conflicts, in class, in front of the lecturers. I was amazed and felt so blessed by this openness. It also motivated me, on a personal level, to be more open. It was in those situations I felt the main purpose of this program. We are here to connect. I do not only mean connecting on LinkedIn or Facebook. We are here to connect. Life is about people, and our EMPA program is about the people who come here to study, teach, and experience. We all come from different countries with diverse backgrounds and various interests. But we came here to connect with each other. Without a doubt, I can say that the greatest discovery of my study experience was the people I met. I'm sure that I'm not the only one. This aspect leads me to the next question. Why does this program matter? Without a doubt, the program matters for many reasons. These include fostering personal development, transmitting skills, and providing excellent teaching and academic insights. Those 3 reasons are essential ones for me and many of my fellow students. However, the program strongly lives from the personal environment, the characters and the passion of the people. Without these aspects, the program would not matter to the same extent. And now we come to the last question. Why did we put all these efforts into this program? Many people think there's an easy answer to this question. People say they want to move to their next career level. I don't think so. A next level is often the result of our activities, our efforts, but it does not explain why we do it. At least this is true for the people whom I met during this program. To illustrate this point, I want to use the contribution of another colleague. He summarized in some keywords his study experience. Happiness about academic input, inspiration through colleagues and activities, the good feeling that comes with being back in the library, a fascination with the Hertie atmosphere, open discussion cultures, and lecturers discuss issues with us on a one-to-one level. And last one, disunity regarding different duties, family, job, studying. Let's take the aspect disunity. I suppose that we all had this feeling from time to time with regard to our obligations. However, some people have had this more than others. Some colleagues have life partners, often in long-distance relationships. Others are parents. Here I especially want to mention one mother with 3 kids who managed to finish the 1-year full-time program in an impressive way. In their professional lives, my colleagues occupy leadership positions in both private and public organizations. Some students regularly fly in from all over Europe. One current student at Hertie School is even flying in from Tanzania each time. Some of you will ask now, why do these people do the program then and even pay for it? I tell you why. Because we are passionate. We are passionate about what we do and not who we are. And obviously, we love public policy. When I recently attended the Hertie workshop in Brussels, I talked with a colleague who has been working in the development sector for more than a decade. We were standing at the Luxembourg Square, which is known to be the after-work place for networking. Believe it or not, I did not even get started to network with other people. He was talking non-stop about his activities and the work within the development sector. It was impressive and it inspired me. I felt this guy really loves what he's doing. He is passionate about it. This kind of passion has grown during our time at Hertie. And it was also influenced and triggered by external events. In this context, please allow me a political note. I started with my cohort in September 2016. Brexit had just occurred a few months ago. Trump had not yet been elected. And populists had not taken over yet the public debate. These events played a crucial role in our classes and in our private discussions. Some of us felt scared. Some of us were shocked. Some of us were angry. Most importantly, we felt addressed. We felt the need to do something that requires passion. I want to emphasize the importance of this required passion by the following quote from John Bon Jovi. Nothing is as important as passion. No matter what you want to do with your life, be passionate. The world doesn't need any more gray. On the other hand, we can't get enough color. Mediocrity is nobody's goal, and perfection shouldn't be either. We will never be perfect, But remember these 3 Ps, and not public sector Ps. These 3 Ps, passion, persistence, that leads to possibility. Passion and persistence will also be necessary to tackle the challenges I just mentioned. Those challenges show us that we need to act. Our Hertie experience has helped us to prepare for these tasks. It will also help us to generate new ideas and mobilize people. It must be understood as a toolkit that must be used and constantly further refined. If we use our Hertie experience in this way, then we can make a real difference. However, before we go to our next challenges, we want to celebrate our graduation today. For this purpose, I find it is an important part of a graduation speech to say thank you. In the name of my fellow students, I want to say thank you to our families and life partners who supported us all the way. They were our rocks and often kept us going when we felt we could no longer see the end of the tunnel. We also want to say thank you to our friends and all those people who supported us during difficult times and who cheered us up. Finally, we want to say thank you to the faculty, and I want to say a very special thank you to the staff of our program. You always try to support us in the best way possible. I know that this has not always been so easy in the last year. This also had to do with the changes that the school is undergoing at the moment. But you made the best out of it. One has to keep in mind the administration has to take care of all kinds of affairs. I just want to mention the provision of tea bags in this context during the courses. In other situations, they have to run behind the students to increase the number of student evaluations, also not easy. I want to make a point here. We value the contribution of the program administration. They are an integral part of this program, part of our study experience, and also part of the success we are celebrating today here. Therefore, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow graduates, I want to end my speech with a short sentence from a fellow student describing our journey. It was a journey with ups and downs alongside beautiful people. Thank you very much.